When I first sat down to tell Moses Wambua's story Tuesday, I set out to describe the plight of a 17-year-old orphan who had lost his only sister in one of Kenya's worst fire tragedies. Wambua's story then, that of a 17-year-old student from Muli Secondary sent away from school owing to outstanding fee arrears, only to get home to find that his only remaining blood relative and financier, his sister, had died in the inferno. He took us to what was their one-roomed house before the inferno, frustrated by the aftermath that rid him of the only other person he called family.
Sijui nitaanzia wapi, nitamalizia wapi. Mimi sina mzazi na sina mtu wa kunishughulikia ama wa kulilia katika maisha. Huyu dandangu ndio nimekuwa nikitegemea kwa maisha. Ile kidogo amepata aenda ongea na mwalimu.
And as Wambua picked up the pieces of what were his school documents and books, one could not help but pity a boy whose dreams of a decent education had gone up in flames. And so we told his story together with that of many others who continued to seek refuge at the Tomboya Social Hall before receiving numerous phone calls from his school and many who know him telling us that he is not the innocent boy we thought he was. And so we traced him back at the social hall Wednesday and with skepticism this time around asked him all the hard questions.
Because the sister just will be released. It would have been released by today.
And in no time, the story changed. The sister was actually alive and at the Kenyatta National Hospital.
Is it possible if we go and see your sister?
Not want to be seen in the media.
Who? Your sister doesn't want to be seen in the media?
He refused to accompany us to visit his sister at the hospital. We let him be, only on condition that we could accompany him to his school to explain his situation to the principal. He eventually agrees, albeit grudgingly. Our journey there,
How much is your school fees?
occasionally punctuated with small talk, but mostly silence. At the principal's office,
So it's a lie that he was sent home because
Nobody sent him home. That's very, very, very clear. Nobody sent him home. He never consulted anybody here.
the principal explains he only left a letter before sneaking away from school.
Nakuta says his characteristics is queer. Only issue he told me is stays with his grandmother, who is a tomato farmer. He sells tomatoes.
Niko na mahitaji ingine pia.
Gani?
Ndio manake nasema hii pesa na solicitors well wishers ndio wakishanilipia hapa, after the administration gives me the extra amount of money I can utilize in other issues.
Let me ask you. So you knew you had lied to us.
You wanted her to pay you
About the school fees and the set books. Why were you willing to come to this school knowing that the principal will confirm to us that you're lying?
Moses Wambua, one of the many fraudsters the Kenya Red Cross says it continues to receive, Kenyans who continue to take advantage of such catastrophes to cash in at the expense of the legitimate victims. Some of the best character traits that describe Kenyans is that they are 1, a generous people, and 2, a people willing to come to the aid of those in need. Character traits that are sadly used and misused in equal measure. Whether this story will serve as a lesson to fraudsters and gullible Kenyans alike, or will lock out a needy Kenyan in need of help, is a thin but unavoidable line. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen Live at 9.